today, you'll be mixing the primary color blue with the primary color yellow to create a variety of different greens. And you'll also get to use white to make the colors lighter. Okay, so the mission is to create a variety of greens. And then as soon as you're done painting each leaf, you'll get to use this fork to add in some veins and textures to your leaves. Let's get started. So the first step, using your paintbrush, is to lay it on its side, and you need to pull over a good amount of paint, okay? And don't grab it from the middle. Instead, lay your paintbrush on its side and pull it from the edge. And you want to pull over a nice big hill of paint, okay? If it's not thick enough on here, you won't be able to create those great textures. Now I need to plunge my paintbrush to the bottom, wiggle it, and wipe it dry, okay? Make sure that paintbrush is dry because you don't want to have watery paint. You can also give it a squeeze and then do the same thing. Pull over a nice sized amount. Now, if I pull over that, is that very much? No. How about that? No. Grab a nice big blob of paint, okay? And then you're not going to stir it. Stirring it will create a wider and wider blob of paint, okay? Instead, you just keep pushing it back towards the middle. It's almost like this blotting motion until it's mixed. And that's a green, so I'm ready to go. But do you see how there's a nice thick glob of paint? It's very important that when you mix your paint, you have enough to actually work with. Then you'll simply go and first outline, okay? I'm going back and I'm scooping up some more. See how I got a nice rounded glob? And I'm gonna go first and outline it, okay? And then I'm gonna go back and scoop up some more. See how I just kind of twist it on there? I'm gonna paint it in. But notice my paint on here is really nice and thick. You can even probably see those kind of globby lines. Very important that you get it thick. I'm gonna put my paintbrush in here. Then right away, you're going to use the handle of the brush and drag it, and you'll get to make the vein. You can also use the tines of your fork then, and you just drag it in there, and it will create the texture of your leaf. Looks pretty great. Very important that you not press hard. Just do it gently. It will work. I'm going to paint another green, so I'm going to plunge it to the bottom, wipe it. I can also squeeze it, okay? And this time, I'm going to make it lighter, okay? So I'm going to lay it on its side, not in the middle, okay? But from the side. And I'm going to pull some more yellow into it. And this time, I get a yellow green, okay? And notice how I wasn't stirring it. Stirring it will spread the paint out, and that's no good, okay? Nice big glob. See how I just twisted it in there, picked it up? Again, your first step is to outline it, okay? And then right away, go back and get some more paint. Don't overspread that paint, okay? You need it nice and thick in order to be able to see these textures, okay? You can also just drag it exclusively with the handle and make some bolder lines. So your mission today is to create a variety of different greens, okay? And the mission, the agenda, you really need to use plenty of paint. See that nice big glob? I'm going to place it in there. Oh, don't do that stirring motion, just that blotting. And now you can see I made a light green, like a chartreuse. First mission though is to go and paint the edges. And if you ever run out of paint, look at that. I ran out. Make sure to pull more in, and don't worry about running out of paint. If you run out of paint, just raise your hand and let me know. I'm going to rinse my paintbrush off. I'm going to go and get some more white. Okay, don't do what I did. I rushed there. I'm going to pull over a sufficient amount of white, a nice hill of white. There, now it's lighter, okay? Using that blotting motion, notice I'm not stirring it like that. That's not good, okay? It's mixed up, and I'm painting it on nice and thick, always going back, as you can see, and getting more paint. And I just kind of lay it and twist it over the top of it, get a nice big glob, okay? And when you get that paint on, nice and thick like that, you'll be able to scrape away, creating some wonderful textures. So I'm going to let you get started. Your mission is to create a variety of greens today. Have fun.